What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to our Fallout New Vegas series on very hard difficulty. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. I appreciate all your feedback. I do apologize, as you can see on top of my head and to the side of my head. It's quite sunny outside today, so I am having some bleed through my green screen from the sun. Hopefully that doesn't bother you guys too much. I'll try my best to hide it. But as of right now, we've been doing a lot of stuff for the NCR, and apparently this dude's been leaking false information, which is interesting. So let's get to know him a little bit better and see if we can figure out why.
You've come back to see the chief. Nice of you to humor the radio tender. What can I do for you?
Tell me about yourself.
Folks around here call me the chief, but handling's just fine. The Rangers run themselves pretty well, but I try to lend a hand. Mostly administrative work, helping coordinate intel on the radio. That and keeping an eye on the fires growing across the water.
How do you coordinate the intel?
It's a simple system when it works. Patrol Rangers radio intel to ranger stations. Comm Rangers send the intel up the station chain until it reaches Camp Golf. Then I or one of the other Rangers on duty organize the data, evaluate it, and send information to camps or troopers in the field.
Why don't the ranger stations send the intel directly to the troopers?
Comm Rangers might have an incomplete picture of the situation. There's a lot going on out there. Intel needs to be coordinated through Golf so we can verify and advise appropriately. Troopers have enough to deal with. We don't want them questioning their intel.
Do you know anything about the problems?
I don't know Technical Sergeant Reyes, but coordinating intel can be messy sometimes. Things get mixed up, people get confused. Heck, I get confused, and I've been doing this for a long time now. What he or she sees as a problem might be standard operating procedure. That's not to say Reyes is wrong for being concerned, but it's easy for the sand to get in your eyes out here.
Can you give me any advice?
Well, the logical thing to do is to check with the patrol rangers and comm officers. Don't be too discouraged if some things don't match up. Different people see different things, and sometimes the meaning gets twisted, lost in static from person to person.
Let's talk about something else.
Shoot.
What do you know about Caesar?
The best of the best, worst of the worst. He came out of NCR, one of the followers of the apocalypse. Like a lot of the followers, he went out in the wilderness with a partner to try to help those who needed helping. Not much different from how the Rangers used to be, except with books and medicine instead of guns.
Where did he go?
Out to the Grand Canyon. He met a missionary from Utah, a man by the name of Joshua Graham. Graham helped translate for the followers and the tribes. All three of them got nabbed by the Blackfoots down there, back when they were still at war with every other tribe in the Southwest.
How did a follower wind up becoming Caesar?
Somewhere along the way, he realized he needed to educate the Blackfoots or they were going to get wiped out with the rest of the tribe. Showed them how to use guns, how to make explosives. Once he taught the Blackfoots a thing or two, they needed him. And he no longer needed the followers, NCR, or anyone else. He decided he could remake the tribes of the Southwest whether they wanted it or not. He became Caesar, and Joshua Graham became his legate, his right hand. And that's where Graham stayed until Hoover Dam.
What happened to Graham after Hoover Dam?
Losing the dam was the worst defeat the Legion ever suffered. Graham had been with Caesar since the beginning, but he had to set an example. The Praetorians covered Graham in pitch, lit him on fire, and down into the Grand Canyon he went.
So that was the end of Graham?
It's not that clear-cut. You have to understand, Graham was the toughest son of a gun anyone around these parts had ever seen. Before Hoover, we had 5 kill reports on Graham from Rangers and 1st Recon sharpshooters who tried to take him out. Some folks think he's still alive. Call him the Burned Man.
Are the Blackfoots part of the Legion?
Yes and no. The Blackfoots don't exist anymore, just like any other tribe that gets swallowed by the Legion. Caesar takes the tribal out of the tribe. Scrapes and burns off tattoos, breaks up families, forces mixed breeding so all the old loyalties die away. The only tribe in the Legion is the Legion. Caesar is the chief, father, and god, all rolled into one.
Okay, talk about something else.
Shoot.
How's the NCR doing?
It's no secret we've had better campaigns. Holding this whole length of river isn't easy. We're stretched thin and the long 15 just keeps getting longer. Slow to get supplies, slower to get reinforcements. NCR's Senate has got funds tied up at the Boneyard. And President Kimball ordered our most experienced rangers to chase ghosts down at Baja.
Why are funds tied up at the Boneyard?
Senate elections are coming up. Local representatives don't want to push any more funding to the Mojave campaign because it's unpopular. Most of the folks around the Boneyard haven't been to New Vegas and probably never will. All they know is that their money gets sucked away to this desert and their brothers, sisters, sons, and daughters die here.
What's going on in Baja?
It's complicated. Goes way back. I told President Kimball that we need more rangers here. He accepted that, but took the most experienced ones and sent them south. Patrol rangers are good men and women, but we're about to fight a war.
What about the troopers?
You've seen it yourself. Some of them don't even have proper service rifles or armor. Our heavy infantry, power armor units, they're back in NCR territory protecting the interests of Brahmin barons against small-time raiders. Brahmin barons only have one vote at the ballot box, but they have a lot of money to throw around.
Okay.
Shoot.
What's the Legion been up to?
Not too long ago, they took Nelson and Searchlight. They got some camps on the eastern shore of the Colorado, and the monstrosity on the hill across the lake. That's for Caesar.
That is where he's at.
Some folks don't believe he's here yet, but you can tell. He's the eye of the storm. It all roils and spins around him. You don't have to see the man to see the effect he has.
Tell me about Nelson.
Nelson was barely set up. We had a big stretch of unprotected land between Forlorn Hope and Searchlight, and Nelson was the solution. A deaconess named Dead Sea took the place and caused a lot of damage.
Continue.
By the way, I appreciate what you did for the troopers down there.
Nice.
Nelson might not be the most strategically important place, but taking Dead Sea out means a lot to them.
It's cool that they address that. What happened at Searchlight?
Searchlight was worse. One of Caesar's Frumentari must have found something in there. Flooded the whole camp with radiation.
Okay, Searchlight I think is the other place that we found, like on the outskirts where we were like, this looks like a town.
Shoot.
Where all the ghouls were. I'm investigating some intel problems for Technical Sergeant Reyes.
Interesting that she would wrangle someone else into sorting out the problem. But I suppose you're in the right place. A lot of intel comes through here.
Do you know anything?
I don't know. Heck, that's not to say Ray...
Any advice?
Well, different... Shoot. This again? All right, what do you want to know?
I know you're the one who's been manipulating intelligence data.
Hold on. If we're gonna have this conversation, let's go somewhere more private. Don't worry, not much bite left in this old dog.
Okay.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Where the heck did he go? Is he downstairs or upstairs? He's gotta be downstairs. I didn't want to, like, jump straight into accusing him, but...
Looks like
Sorting and manipulating intelligence is what I do. It's what Rangers are supposed to do. This job isn't all gunfighting and gulping shots of whiskey, no matter what the boys and ladies out there say.
But you're inventing your own intelligence reports. I've seen the logs and talked to the Rangers.
You have you? Misdirection. When you're pinned down, outnumbered, and 2 days from any help, it's just about the best friend you can have. Misdirection's what saved me all these years. It's what saved us at Hoover Dam. But it's been 5 years now, and Caesar's right across that lake. He's closer now than he ever was before. I was a young man once. I know what it's like to want to fight for your home. But this isn't it.
How does spreading false intel help anything?
People back home don't listen. They don't care. Senators, Brahmin barons, folks who are just trying to make it from day to day. It's been so many years that people forget about it. Conscription brings in fresh troops that die here every month, like it's routine. And even if we hold this dam, what then? Are we going to send the NCR's men and women to die here for another 5 years? 10? Patrol the whole length of the Colorado for hundreds of miles? Holding this dam, it'll be the death of us.
Aren't you fighting for the people of New Vegas?
We're fighting on their behalf, but Mr. House and the families are stringing us up inch by inch. They'll drain us dry while we fight and die over this dam. We offered them sanctuary in NCR territory before, but they won't listen. Troopers and Rangers have been dying here for more than 5 years while the families sit pretty behind that damn wall.
Oh, why did you do it?
It's never gonna end. This fight with Caesar. People back home don't know what these young men and women are in for. The Legion is the worst enemy we've ever faced. But we can't stop Caesar here. Not without getting a lot of good people killed. More than anyone cares to count up. But even if we do stop him, I don't see how we're ever gonna be able to pull out.
What do you think I should do about this?
First thing that comes to mind is to turn me in. But that might not be the best play, all things considered. Even if your heart's in the right place, I reckon it might do a lot more harm than good.
What will you do if I don't turn you in?
Oliver can't stand that Rangers got credit for victory at Hoover. Whatever I recommend, he does the opposite. I said I wanted us on the ridge. He put them right on the western part of the dam itself. We don't have enough firepower to hold that spot. If the troopers fall back, and they will, the Rangers will advance to cover Oliver's retreat. We lose the dam, Oliver and the center are ruined.
What about you and the Rangers?
Rangers are volunteers. Every man and woman who signs up is willing to die for the NCR, myself included. A lot of this is my fault. It's only right that I stand with them.
That's crazy.
Maybe 50 Rangers will die on that dam. We lose over 1,000 troopers every year. Being here is crazy. Getting out's the only sane thing to do.
So what, we sacrifice 50 Rangers? And give up the dam? You've convinced me your secret is safe.
I don't know if you're working for Caesar, or if desperation's made me a heck of a lot more persuasive. Either way, this is the right thing to do. Now, I trust we're done discussing this. I'm gonna step through that door and pretend like we never had this talk.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on it.
Okay, we leveled up. I kind of feel like that was the wrong choice, but let's upgrade medicine probably to 75. Let's get explosives up to 59. Alright, what do we have? Tunnel Runner. Greatly increased. Okay, we don't have any new skills. The books. Every location in the world is revealed on your map. Weapon strength requirements are now 2 points lower than normal for you. Chem resistant, don't care so much. The additional VAT points are nice. I think I'm gonna go for Explorer. Cause yeah, now we can see all these locations. Devil's Throat. Vault 19. Black Rock Cave. Cazador Nest. Vault 11. Oh my gosh, there's plenty of locations in this area. This is all the Powder Gang stuff. Caesar's Legion safe house. Crashed Vertibird. Camp Searchlight, Searchlight Airport. Gold mines, dry wells. Sniper's Nest, Cotton Cove. Legate's Camp, the fort. Alright, what quest do we have? Let's go with Veronica to talk to the Brotherhood finally. Let's get her quest going so we can start on the next companion. We are getting a little low on ammo. We have 74,000 caps. I might go ahead and try and buy some. Make sure we're quick saving. Alright, first we want to talk to the vendor. See what you got for us.
Hey. Hi there. Looking at...
Yes, I am.
Our patrols are always bringing more stuff in. Take a look.
We can sell this sub. 9 mil. Sell 2 of the C4s. Let's buy stuff first. Anti-material rifle. 50 MG. Mini nukes. Alright, yeah, let's just focus on ammo. So we want... Do they have 10 mil? No. No 10 mil. Which does kind of suck. You have 12 gauge. We haven't really used any of the shotguns. 5.56, 5mm. Alright, what guns do we have on us? Do you have 12.7? You do. You don't have 3.57. You don't have MF cells. Alright, let's take the Magnum rounds. Let's take the 308s. 223, I don't know if we have. Any of those? We've never used, like, the special ammo. 12 gauge. 5.56. 5mm. Okay, and let's sell another C4. Alright, we'll accept that for now.
Thanks. Later.
We got some ammo at least. Not exactly what we were looking for. We might have to head back to Prim at some point.
Hey.
Check out what weapons we have back home in our little base. Is she gonna say something?
What is it, Veronica?
Yes.
Pardon. Elder. I know why we're failing.
Do you?
As long as we hide in here, ignoring the outside, our days are numbered.
For once, I agree.
You do?
We can't let people go on believing the Brotherhood has lost its teeth. We must strike while our enemies are distracted with each other.
Strike? That's how we got into this problem in the first place. We can't beat these armies.
Our entire 200 years of history say that a handful of troops with the best equipment and training can stand up to any army.
And the loss of Helios 1 says things are different now.
That was a failure of strategy, not philosophy. If the Elder in charge were a paladin and not a scribe,
Our arrogance would still have been our downfall.
history says otherwise.
Maybe it's time you start looking forward. Let's go. We're wasting our time.
Oh, is that it?
What's up?
Questions I wanted to ask you.
He was dead when I got there.
Tell me about the Brotherhood of Steel.
It pays like ass, but it's hard to get other work with my skill set. What do you want to know?
What's their purpose?
Good question. These days, it's hard to say. Once upon a time, it was about technology, controlling it so it couldn't destroy us again. Energy weapons and power armor are usually tops on our list, although I appreciate anything that's vintage. But that all seems so limited now. We haven't grown or adapted, and now we're stuck in a hole, not carrying out our mission.
How did you get to be a member?
More sexual favors than I can even count. I am still tired from it. No, actually, you're born into it. My parents, their parents, so on. When you're young, you can choose to leave, but it's home, so most people don't. We don't take on new members, really. You can do the math on our long-term prospects based on that point. I keep hoping we'll change that.
What do you do for them?
I'm a procurement specialist. Like I said, it's basically grocery shopping, except sometimes the groceries are scavenged parts and arcane technology. The elder who brought us to the Mojave, Father Elijah, usually had me looking for these old memory units, but he'd never tell me what they were for. Nowadays, I'm usually sent to do business with traders at places like the 188, but sometimes I think it's just to keep me out of everyone's hair.
Do you like being a member?
I know sometimes I sound like I don't. I know. But there's something that still rings true to me about our code. There's an honor to it. We're protecting people. Even if it's from themselves, it's a good cause. We just lose sight of the big picture sometimes, Treat all our practices with the same sacredness.
What's the codex?
Ah, the Codex. If it's in there, we have to abide it. If it's not important. It documents our history, too. Part of what scribes like me do is update it. I wonder... Nah, they'd probably catch it if I rewrote the Founder's axioms.
Does the Brotherhood protect people from raiders or other threats?
No. We only protect people from themselves, and only in the sense that we don't let them have the really good pre-war toys. And sometimes it's more like we protect ourselves from them and hope to outlive them and become humanity's sole heirs. We've had people go rogue, though, and start helping people. One chapter had a small civil war over it. We take our isolationism seriously.
Okay. Who is Father Elijah?
He was our elder when we came east. A wizard with technology, really. His mind just worked that way, naturally. I learned a lot from him. But he started having disagreements with the other elders. The Brotherhood's interest is in old technology. He wanted to explore developing new tech. And there were other ways he wanted to push, other weapons, ones with ethics questions attached. Rather than deal with him, they sent him east.
Never mind.
Darn it! I had some spectacular answers coming too.
Questions I wanted to ask you.
This better not be about the meaning of life.
Ever hear of a guy called Benny?
Sure, he's one of the hotel managers on the Strip. He comes up in the news now and then. Him and the other chairman run the Tops. It's one of the nicer hotels. Or so I hear. Elder McNamara wouldn't shell out for a passport for me, so I've actually never been to the Strip. Why do people get so cheap when they get old?
Okay.
Well, when two people really love each other, you really don't know this stuff yet?
Know anything about New Vegas?
Yep, it's your typical city layout. Rich people in a gated community surrounded by extreme poverty. House gave the area around the Strip to the locals, but he has no interest in it, so he ignores it entirely. It just needs new management. I'd love to see the Brotherhood do it, but since the Codex doesn't say clean up Freeside, no one listens to me. Bunch of sticklers.
Okay.
Ooh, do I get a prize if I answer right?
I kind of like her dialogue. What do you think of the NCR?
I'm worried they'll be the death of the Brotherhood. They take what they want. We defend our interests to the death. But there's a handful of us and tens or hundreds of thousands of them. So it's not going to end well. Last time we clashed, we lost a lot of people. Retreated to our bunker. Now we're afraid to even move around during the day.
Okay.
I was told we wouldn't be tested on this.
Any thoughts about Caesar's Legion?
Silliest dressed band of raping, slaving marauders you'll see east of California. I'll say that. Where's that touch of old world class? Although, I hear the soldiers mount each other as much as they mount their women, so maybe they did keep a little something from the Empire. No such privilege for the women, though. Figures. So, to answer your question, they're a bunch of hypocritical jerkwads. It's a word.
Okay. I don't know if more's gonna
See you
happen,
around.
in terms of her quest.
Welcome back, my friend.
So we're gonna hold on to her for a little bit longer. See if we can get anything else to come on through.
I'd be angrier with him,
Oh.
but it's hard to stay mad at the guy who taught me how to box when all the other paladins told me no. He always does what he feels is right. Usually that's a great quality.
Good intentions don't justify. Let's just ask her what now.
I'm not giving up. He wants evidence, but he'll never go looking for it. He's scared I'm right. He'll never listen unless I hold the proof right in front of his face.
So what is it you're trying to accomplish?
That's my question to the Elder. All these years, the Brotherhood has collected weapons technology. And for what? To keep it out of people's hands? That clearly hasn't worked. To defend ourselves? We can't compete with the NCR's numbers, or the Legion's. We're fighting a war for a lost cause. If we're gonna survive, we have to find a role in society, attract new members.
How would you propose to do that?
Look at the followers of the Apocalypse. They use their expertise to improve people's lives. They train them to be self-sufficient. That expertise cultivates respect and gratitude, spreads their ideals, draws talent to their cause. They make friends like we make enemies. But they don't know a fraction of what we know. If we took on their role, we could stand up to anyone. We wouldn't have to hide.
You think the Elder will listen at all?
He's a stubborn old man, but when it comes down to it, he's got our best interests at heart. If he sees some indisputable sign we're on the wrong course, he won't ignore it.
What could we bring to him that would change his mind?
I don't know. We need something that shows the Brotherhood will fail, or that it can do better a different way. The only thing that get his attention is technology. Maybe Father Elijah had the right idea.
Father Elijah?
Our elder before McNamara. He had a nose for recovering lost technology. He'd send scribes out into the desert chasing whatever leads he found. There were a few he only trusted me with. I could think of at least one that'd prove my point, if it still exists. There's a comm terminal not too far from here I'd use to access messages from him. If we go there, I can pull up his research on it.
Alright, let's head out.
I'm with you. Being around here isn't the same anymore.
What is this? Veronica brings an outsider into our home, then has a private audience with the Elder? The two of you may have the Elder fooled, but we know better. Veronica has always twisted the Founder's principles to her own ends. We will not stand idly by and allow her to corrupt our Elder's thinking.
Okay, what was that all about?
Just because I love them doesn't mean some of them aren't assholes.
I mean, I kind of feel like she has the right idea. So, alright, the comm terminal is over here. We have to exit this place first. I'm gonna use the sub for a little bit longer until we get a little bit lower on ammo. But I do want to change weapons soon. I feel like changing weapons, we're gonna want to go back home to... Is it Prim? No, it's not Prim. It's... Our home is... It's not Nipton. Novak. Novak is where our home is. But for now, let's go to the scrapyard. Okay, we got some type of enemy over there. Let's go hit this comm tower. I mean, we are really close to our home. But I kind of don't mind the sub. And we got that extended mag on it, so... You gotta turn off, my dude. Okay, Mentats, Medics, Lawnmower Blade. More Mentats. Jet. More jet on the ground. Is there anything else we can pick up? Bunch of cigarettes. Machete. There's Wonder Glue. There's more medics. Okay. Enter password. Download research notes. Download complete.
Let's see what we've got here. Okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. The pulse gun. Although, maybe the rangefinder could work too. And it looks like the NCR was onto some miracle farming technology.
What's a pulse gun?
Electromagnetic weapon from before the Great War. Experimental. It never saw mass production. But they were building it as a countermeasure to power armor, which they feared the Chinese were developing. Supposedly a prototype was being housed at Nellis. Imagine what it could do to the Brotherhood. We'd be on equal footing with any idiot with a gun.
Farming technology?
More or less. Supposedly, it's a vegetation enhancer. NCR has a science branch headquartered at McCarran Airport. Guess they found something. Guess somebody wasn't very good at keeping secrets either. We'd never pursue it because it's not a weapon, but self-sufficiency is fundamental to us. If it works, they'd see the value of an alternate course.
Tell me about the rangefinder.
It's a targeting device for some kind of doomsday weapon based at Helios 1. It was lost sometime after the war. We held Helios 1 for a time. Lost a lot of people defending it. Too many. All for this weapon they never got working. If it turns out to be a dud, it should show how flawed our goals have been. Father Elijah said he thinks a scavenger might have sold it on the strip.
The rangefinder might be a problem. I reactivated Helios 1 and it's not powering a weapon.
Ah, hell. Well, how could you know, right? Okay, 2 other options still on the table.
We should go after the vegetation technology?
Okay, what better way to persuade them than to give them a taste of what they stand to gain, right? Maybe the best place to start is to see what we can find out directly from the NCR. Let's head to their OSI office at McCarran.
Okay, let's go find it.
I like the way you think.
I feel like we want something that's productive. Not necessarily a weapon that can punch through power armor. Oh, it's in here. Huh. Local map. Well, thankfully, we've already cleared this area. Thankfully, these guys don't seem to respawn. I would assume it's upstairs. Is it? Oh. Looks like it might be downstairs. Is there a room right there? Aha. Data integrity is 31%. The experimental data. Oh, we already gave this to what's his name? So why did it tell me to come here? Alright, let's go back to the entrance. Alright, but this turned out to go wrong. Where's McCarran? Down here. Yeah, this turned out to be really bad. So maybe this isn't the right move. But I would assume we need to talk to the scientist, right? If not, we'll figure out the pulse weapon. If this doesn't work. I would assume it's got to be with the scientist.
Hey. Yes? Something else you needed? Yes. Goodbye.
Who did he say to say to talk to?
What's up?
Want to talk about the technology we're looking for?
What are your thoughts?
Maybe the pulse gun would be a smarter move?
Yeah. Maybe they'll think twice about engaging the NCR if they know one of those could be floating around. The notes say to look around Nellis Air Force Base. He suggests going through filing cabinets and computers in the commanding officer's quarters. Okay. Well, maybe the best place to start is to see what we can find out directly from the NCR. Let's head to their OSI office at McCarran.
Isn't that what this is? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the pulse
like the
weapon
lead.
it is. Can we fast travel from here? Thankfully, we're already welcome in Nellis. Let's see what this is all about.
I didn't think the day would ever come. But thanks to you, our dreams have come true.
That's the filing cabinet, isn't it? Due to current events, Staff Sergeant Daniels is hereby authorized to transport item codenamed Circuit Breaker to the installation known as Vault 34 to be sealed in its armory for safekeeping until the manufacturer can retrieve the prototype for production. We've been to the Vault 34. Did we already pick up this weapon? Did we sell the pulse gun? We might have already bonked up this quest. Yeah, because this is where all the ghouls were. Okay, local map. We need to get around, right? I think we already picked up the freaking pulse gun. And I don't remember if we sold it or not. Would have been in the gun case, wouldn't it? Did we mess up both these quests? Does EDE have the pulse gun?
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Oh my gosh. We might have screwed this quest all up. But how could we have known? Oh. Although we could finally loot that. Whoa. Now we have a bunch of radiation. Okay, the only thing I can think of is maybe Boone has it. But other than that, kind of already messed with all three of these. So let's go to Novak. I don't think it would be in the apartment. Could use a flamer. I don't think we have enough strength for that though. How much strength do we have? We have 5. Weren't we using the hunting rifle at one point? Huh. Could use the service rifle. Oh, man. Alright. Well, I guess one of our options is to talk to Boone. Which I would assume he's back up in the tower, maybe? Where is Boone? That's Manny.
Welcome.
Where's Boone at? Alright, we might have to wait. It was sometime during the nighttime. We'll just wait for 12 hours. Hopefully we can find Boone. Boone, buddy, are you still up here? There you are.
Is it time?
Let's travel together. Talk to.
What's up?
It's time for us to part ways. I just think we should right now.
Okay, then I guess I'll be back at the 188.
Is it time?
Let's travel together.
Fine by me.
I don't think we can do that quest.
Fine by me. What is it? Alright. Guess I'll...
Alright, can we fast travel from here? We'll go back to the 188. But yeah, I don't think we can do this quest.
What's up? Let's go make trouble.
About the technology.
Okay, what better way to persuade them than to give them a taste of what they stand to gain, right? Maybe the best place to start is to see what we can find out directly from the NCR. Let's head to their OSI office at McCarran.
It says we already completed that. So, that doesn't really work. Let me see if I can look it up. What's this quest called? Fallout, New Vegas, I could make you care. Okay. These are all about triggering her quest. Already completed the Lucky Old Sun and made choice other than to power up Archimedes. This option cannot be completed. Has not returned it to Dr. Hildern. If the quest has been completed beforehand, choosing this option may lead to glitches. I don't remember what I did with the pulse gun. I can't believe I sold it. What's the Silver Rush? It said that the pulse gun used to be able to be purchased from there. That's a long shot trying to find the Silver Rush. Let's see here. I don't think we could do this quest. I don't think we can get it done. That sucks. I don't know where we would have sold the pulse gun, but I don't think we could find it again. I mean, maybe we sold it in Novak? I know we did a selling thing. We could have sold it to one of the caravans. I'm not sure if we'll be able to find it. Alright, let's wait here for 6 hours. But I would assume that their shops update and we won't be able to get it back.
How you do? Welcome back.
See what you
Sure
got.
thing. Have a look.
No pulse gun here.
Come.
The only other thing I can think of is... Is Hidden Valley the, I think so. Yeah. The only thing I can think of is if we sold it to the lady here. But again, I don't think she'll have it. So I don't think we can complete this quest. Which sucks, because I like Veronica and I would have liked to see her questline play out. This is kind of like my last ditch effort.
Hi there. Our patrols are always bringing more stuff in. Take a look.
No pulse gun. Shoot. Shoot. Well, this kind of sucks. Yeah, because we need the pulse gun in our inventory for the quest to continue triggering. We freaking crashed, dude. I just want to talk to this guy real quick. If talking to him doesn't work, I'll try and do some research off camera since the episode's about to end. But we might have to move on without finishing her quest line. Which, if that is the case, we'll go ahead and pick up our next companion, which I think is going to be that dude we saved from the super mutants. The, like, mechanic ghoul.
Welcome back, my friend.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
What's up?
Okay, well, like I said, I'll look into this a little bit off camera. If it doesn't work out, sadly we gotta move on and miss out on this quest, but we'll figure that out next time. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.